You know, if you had told me a year ago that due to vaccine and mask hesitancy, we'd be doing the birthday bash virtually for a second year in a row, I'd say, yeah, you're probably right. But here we are, giving you the birthday bash experience from the comfort of your home, or in my case, extremely teeny tiny Brooklyn apartment. I don't know about you, but over the past year, my apartment's actually gotten even smaller. The walls are starting to close in on me as I speak, and I'm living in an existential dread. But we're not gonna let COVID stop us once again from having an incredible night here at the Alicia Rose Victorious Foundation 19th annual birthday bash. Now, obviously, we've gone through a lot over the past year since the last birthday bash, but hopefully this one will be full of even more surprises and incredible editing tricks so that I can keep you entertained for the next 20 minutes or so. Like this. That was pretty cool. The good news about doing this bash virtually once again is that if you're returning, you already know how it works. And if this is your first time, then join me, won't you, as I take you on a virtual tour of how the birthday bash experience works. Let's head on over to birthdaybash21.givesmart.com. Come, join me. Wow, so here we are at the virtual website. It looks even better than last year. This is where you donate to this incredible charity. So whip out the Amex and let's start donating, baby. I want you to drop some cash. Of course, any contribution helps, but if you're feeling extra generous, we have some incredible gifts for you. Shh. Silent auction. We have over 80 items to choose from this year. You won't want to miss out. Here's how it works, you dingus. On the home page, click Browse, Bid, or Buy. You'll see all the great pieces that are up for auction, plus great ARVF merch that you can buy right away. So scroll through and take a gander, whatever strikes your fancy. Ugh. The silent auction closes promptly on Sunday, November 7th at 8 p.m. That's only 2 days away, honey. At that time, you'll receive a text message letting you know if you won. If you choose to have an item shipped, make sure you select the flat fee service. Or you could arrange to pick it up at the foundation headquarters in Voorhees. It's just that easy, baby. Whoopsie doopsie. I done did it again and spent way too much time talking here. It's time for the main event, and to kick off our show, let's start with the founders of the Alicia Rose Victorious Foundation, coming to you live via satellite from the Voorhees Town Center. It's Mario and Giselle DiNatale. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Mom and Dad, hello.
Thank you for joining us tonight as we celebrate the 19th annual Alicia Rose Victorious Foundation Birthday Bash. During this difficult time, we especially want to thank our healthcare workers and our first line responders for their continued support in serving our community. Thank you.
The pandemic most certainly challenged and changed our lives. Our condolences to any of you who experienced a loss, and especially the difficult way you needed to say your goodbyes. We hope that you were able to make some warm and happier memories during these difficult times.
As most of you know, our foundation started in 2002 after 13 months of treatment for Alicia and exactly 1 week after her 17th birthday. While being treated at Children's Hospital, she recognized the need for more than just medicine to help her care for her condition. Alicia provided the vision that allowed our foundation to provide activities for teens so they can have a more normal life while being treated at the hospitals.
During this past year, the Alicia's Art Cart and Teen Kit programs were more impactful than ever as children were isolated and restricted to visitors. With our limited staff and loyal volunteers, we were able to support 48 Alicia's Art Carts with arts and crafts materials, as well as assemble and put together and ship 1,500 teen kits throughout the country. This year, our Youth Leadership Council hosted the first virtual art show. Teens across the country submitted their artwork and were featured on social media. Proceeds from tonight's event will directly benefit these programs and let hospitalized children know that someone is thinking of them. Back to you, Sebastian.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. Looks like our silent auction numbers are going up. So keep up the good work, everyone, and keep bidding on those items. And for those of you who are still bummed about not having any of the in-life benefits of a real birthday bash, scroll down to see the digital program book. But sometimes the digital program book just can't convey the amount of gratitude and thanks we have to all of our sponsors. So once more, I'll kick it back to Mom and Dad. Transition.
Thanks, Sebastian. Before we get into our honoree program, we'd like to take some time to thank our very special annual sponsors.
Our platinum and presenting sponsor, PJ Whelehan's Restaurant Group. Our gold sponsor, Virtua Health. Our bronze sponsors, CME Associates and Holman Enterprises.
This evening, we'd like to especially thank our Bash in the Box sponsors, Archer and Griner, Friedman Accounting and Advisors, and Wisvis Bank.
Also, we'd like to thank the Alicia Art Cart and Teen Kit sponsors. We really appreciate your continued support.
Tonight, we are pleased to be awarding 3 honorees. Not only are they victorious champions for our community, but also personally to the foundation.
Hi, my name's Chris Gibson, and I'm the president of Archer and Griner. It's hard to believe, but I've known and worked with Steve Mignona for almost 35 years at this point. And what's even more remarkable to me and more valuable to me is that for all of those 35 years, I can call Steve Mignona my friend. Steve is widely known and almost universally admired in the legal community. He is the chair of Archer and Griner's estate litigation practice group. He has been a long-term leader in the American Bar Association's Trust and Estates section. He's been the president of the American College of Trust and Estates Council. And last year, very deservedly, Steve was named as the Professional Lawyer of the Year by the Camden County Bar Association. When you add those kind of professional accolades to the fact that Steve is totally dedicated to his community and is a lifelong resident of Camden County, it is pretty easy to understand how all of you chose Steve to be one of this year's Victorious Champions honorees. The truth is that at work and at play, Steve is a role model. He is a role model for compassion. He is a role model for being an adult in the room. He's a role model for always wanting to help others and caring for others. I know that Steve has made a difference to the Alicia Rose Victorious Foundation community. And I want to congratulate my dear friend with all my heart on his well-deserved honor. We are very proud of him at Archer and wish him another 35 years of success in all that he does. Thank you.
Hello, friends. Thank you again for this award. I'm sorry we're not all in person. But I want to thank everyone for recognizing and attending, so to speak. I wanted to, we're recording this a few weeks before the gala, so I'm going to make a couple of predictions. First, I know the DiNatale family will do a great job of telling us what wonderful work the foundation is doing. So I thank them, especially Giselle and Mario, for their ongoing work. And as I sit here, I'm going to predict that by the time this shows, the 76ers will be undefeated and Ben Simmons will be the toast of the town. So there's 2 predictions you can take to the bank here as I'm talking to you a few weeks in advance. Now, I really just want to make 3 simple points in just about 3 minutes. The first one is we need to support this foundation. And why is that? Well, we all have things to be thankful for. I attended a presentation not too long ago that said every day try to think of 3 things that you're thankful for, and we all have them. So as to me, I'm certainly thankful for my family, my wife Leslie, my daughters Stephanie and Alexis. I appreciate their support. I know that they took out an ad to congratulate me for this award because I paid for it. I haven't seen the ad yet, but I know they took one out, so I certainly thank them. I thank my extended family, especially my dear brother Michael Mignona and his family. And I want to single out his daughter, Kelly, who was friends with Alicia, and the way that I came to know Alicia and appreciate her over the years. One of my fondest memories was the two of them performing in the Peter Pan play when they were in middle school, and seeing all the vivacity and wonder and talent that they had, and really enjoying that. I want to thank my parents, Dr. William and Florence McNona, for instilling in my brother and me the right types of values to be the kinds of members of the community that we strive to be. In fact, my mom passed away now 10 years, believe it or not, but I was going through some of her possessions the other day, and I actually found the brochure or playbill from the Peter Pan show that Alicia and Kelly were in. So it was very nice to see that meant so much to my mom that she held on to it. I want to thank the other honorees tonight, Jim and Mary Dooney, for also being great members of the community. If you haven't visited Dooney's Pub yet, please do. It's a great place to enjoy Irish beer and food. As somebody who spent time in Ireland, I can tell you it's about as close as you can get to it still being in our region. Although I think it's unfair of the foundation to put a boring lawyer up against Irish pub innkeepers for purposes of these awards, but nevertheless, the Dooneys are great people and we thank them. Other thanks, the members of the foundation board. We do a lot of work behind the scenes to support the cause, and I don't think we can ever take that for granted. I want to thank my friends and colleagues and clients who supported tonight's event and donated for ads and such, so I'm very grateful to them. I want to thank my colleagues at Archer and Greiner. They've helped me put together this video and show other support. My colleague, Chris Gibson, I think is going to introduce me again with this virtual world that we're in. I won't have seen Chris's introduction because we're not in person, but I know Chris will do a great job and I'm grateful for his support. Our firm, Archer and Greiner, is about 100 years old now, and we've been supporting the community since day one in so many causes. We take great pride in that. And I'm very proud to be part of it. We could go on for hours about the things that our firm does, and this is one example. We're really very happy and proud to support the foundation. Okay, lesson number 2, support the foundation. If you're paying attention, you can see there's a theme here. It's not too complicated, but this foundation really is doing miraculous work. When I think back to my experiences with Alicia and how really wonderful she was, a young lady, all the energy and talent that she showed, what she struggled with later on became all the more of a tragedy. But the Dean Natal family took that and they turned it into something to help teens around the world struggling with illness and really, really making it a great cause. And I don't know that there's any more any of us could hope to do as a legacy than to take the challenges that we face in life and turn them around to something that helps so many people, not only in the United States, but across the world in the types of things that the Dean Natals and the foundation supports. So this really is a miraculous type of thing, and we should all recognize that and be grateful for it. And then number 3, you know what it is, the third lesson, support the foundation because of the nature of the work. You'll see lots tonight about what the foundation does and all of the miraculous things that the foundation accomplishes. So more than anything else, you have to try your best to keep an ongoing support in whatever way you can. You'll see the events tonight and the opportunities, so please do that. I'm really humbled and touched by the honor. I've seen several folks receive it over the years, and I'm really touched to be counted among the recipients. You know, back to Peter Pan, there's a famous line in Peter Pan that says, never say goodbye, because goodbye means going away, and going away means forgetting. And what I mean to say is we should never forget the great work that this foundation does, the efforts of the Dean Natal family. So please keep it going for as long as we can, for decades and years to come, and God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve, and your entire family for your continued support since 2003.
When you're craving amazing food, great drinks, and the best vibe, grab your friends and head for Dooney's Pub. Celebrate like the Irish in Delran and now in Voorhees. More craft and import beers, more fresh food, pub favorites, and authentic Irish fare. And for the perfect party experience, book your event now in our Guinness Room. Don't miss Mug Monday with draft and burger specials or Wing Wednesday, half-price wings and beer specials. Dooney's Pub. Whatever your occasion, we'll make it one to remember.
Good evening. To begin, we would like to thank the DiNatal family and the Alicia Rose Victorious Foundation board members for this incredible honor. We would also like to congratulate our fellow honoree Stephen as a recipient of this award as well. Jim and I have raised our 4 daughters in Marlton for the past 26 years. We have always encouraged and instilled in our children the importance of volunteering and giving back to the community. We first heard about the Alicia Rose Victorious Foundation when our oldest daughter was in 8th grade and began volunteering 12 years ago. Each daughter then followed and remained closely tied to this wonderful foundation, volunteering during Teen Cancer Awareness Week, the 5K runs, the birthday bash, serving on Youth Leadership Council, and founding Alicia Rose Victorious Foundation clubs at their schools to further recognize this wonderful foundation that so graciously supports teens with cancer and other life-threatening illnesses.
As restaurant owners, we've been asked many times to host a golf outing. We decided to take on this endeavor, but wanted 100% of the proceeds to benefit a charity. So, what better charity was there but the one most near and dear to our hearts, the Alicia Rose Victorious Foundation. We reached out to Mario and Giselle about having a golf outing benefiting their foundation. After several meetings, we secured a date and location, and then the COVID-19 pandemic hit and we had to postpone it. Fast forward to spring of 21, when efforts resumed, and in a short amount of time, with the help of so many wonderful volunteers, we were able to organize the first annual Alicia Rose Victorious Foundation tournament.
We would like to thank the extremely generous sponsors, players, and volunteers who, without their assistance, this event would not have been possible. We would also like to thank Giselle and Mario, who, without their unceasing drive and tenacity, this event would not have come to fruition. We are truly humbled and honored to be recognized as one of this year's Victorious Champions, but the true heroes here are the brave teens who battle their illnesses every day with courage. So we would like to dedicate this award to them. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim and Mary. When you first came to us to pitch a golf outing, I was a little bit nervous. However, it was most certainly a hole-in-one event. Thanks.
Thank you for joining us this evening. Wishing you continued health this year and next.
And thank you for being Victorious for Teens.
That about wraps up our program for the night. But before we go, we here at the Alicia Rose Victorious Foundation wanted to celebrate another birthday tonight that's not Alicia's. You may not know it, but tonight is the exact birth date of our fearless leader and incredible organizer, Giselle DiNatal. And it's a milestone birthday too, the big 5-0. So happy 50th birthday, Mom. And we've never done this before, but through the magic of TV, I want you at home to sing along with me as we celebrate Giselle's milestone birthday. And a 1, and a 2, and a how do you do?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Giselle.
happy birthday to you.
So thank you again so much for watching tonight and your continued support. And we'll see you next year in person no matter what. Next year it's gonna happen in person, I guarantee it. It's gonna be the 20th birthday bash. It's gonna be a big celebration. We're gonna have a big cake. We're gonna be in person. Everyone's gonna be dressed up really nice, wear a tuxedo, long gown. We're gonna have all kinds of new auction items. Gonna high five people, gonna see the Strains, gonna see the Roseanne and Paul, gonna see them all in the Deacon Mills. It's gonna be a huge, everyone's gonna be there dancing. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna see my cousins. Everyone's gonna be there. Oh man, it's gonna be such a blast, and it will happen in person. I promise it will. If it doesn't happen, it's gonna be a big, big problem. and it's going to be just a fun time for the family. Make sure you're there. Coming in October, birthday bash, 2022, 20th anniversary, big time bash. Bye.